What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be playing Life is Strange remastered. Before I get started, I do want to say some things first, because this game is, so for those of you who haven't played this game, this game is very story heavy. So there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes. So because of that, you know me, I don't really like to talk during cutscenes. Really just for you guys can pay attention, and I'm not disturbing, and especially for the people who've never played this game before, and maybe they just want to listen to what's going on. So yeah, because I played this game before, so this isn't the first time I played this. So I know the intro is kind of a little long, so probably the first video you guys watch, I'll barely be saying anything once the game starts. So before I get started, so today we're gonna be playing Life is Strange. So I will preface by saying this is a game that I've actually been wanting to play on the channel for a few years now. But the thing is, I've always kind of been very particular about when I want to play this game, because I always wanted to play it around, the late summer / fall time, because this game really just gives me a fall vibes kind of game. And funny enough, this game actually takes place in the span of a week, on I think the first or second week of October. So I'm kind of hoping that, at least the time I'm recording this, October is just around the corner. It's actually September. So I'm kind of hoping I could get this out on the week of October, at least around the time that this game takes place, because I don't know, it would just be nice. But if not, no big deal. But anyways, so yeah, Life is Strange. I know this game is very different from any of the other games that I've played on the channel, because this game really isn't any other games I've played. It's not, your typical platformer like Sonic, and it's not really action heavy like Resident Evil or Tomb Raider or any of these other games. This game's more of a chill, kind of a mystery game with some freaky stuff that happens. Not freaky scary, freaky just weird. It's an episodic adventure, essentially. So make choices, and your choices have impacts on how the story comes out and whatnot. So yeah, before you get started, I did want to talk a little bit about this game, at least how I came to play it, because let me tell you, this wouldn't have been the kind of game that I would normally play. I only came around to playing it because I saw an old game theory video about this game when it came out, because it just seemed intriguing. So that's how I came to learn about this game. And my sister watched the same video with me, and one day, this was back before I had a PC, I was playing on the PS4. There was a sale going on, and I wanted to play Need for Speed. At that time, the newest Need for Speed was the one that came out in 2015. And my sister saw that Life was Strange was also on sale, so she asked me to buy it for her. So I did, because at this time we shared the PlayStation. I was downloading both games. I really wanted to play Need for Speed, but Life is Strange ended up downloading sooner than Need for Speed, and I just really wanted to play something. So I was like, you know what? While I wait for Need for Speed, why don't I try this game out, right? It's on my PlayStation, I'll try it out. And then I played it, and I was surprised to find out how much I really liked it. In fact, like after I played this game was like my favorite game for a while, and it kind of had me on a chokehold for a while. And yeah, like I don't know, I just really love this game. I don't know what it is. Like I like the characters. Well, most of them. Some of them really do get on my nerves. But more on that later. I like the story. Like I like the premise. It's actually a really good story, I would say. There are some things that kind of make me cringe, but I won't get into it. You'll see it as I play, for those of you who haven't like played this game. And and yeah, so yeah, after that, like I said, this game really just had me on a chokehold. Like, well, I was like, I think 15 or 16 when this game came out, or when I played this game, I should say, because I didn't get this game when it came out, because you know, this game, like every other episodic adventure at the time, like you would buy like or you would get the base game for free or at like a reduced price or at like a cheap price. And what they would do is like every so often they would drop the new episodes and you would buy them like they were DLC, until like eventually they dropped the final episode, then you would buy it, and then you had the whole story. And I say that because when I had bought this game, like all the episodes were already out, so I didn't really have that issue. Like I was able to buy it like complete, you know, like the complete edition or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I didn't buy it when it first came out. But yeah, like I don't know, 16-year-old me really liked this game. I played it like once or twice like after that, and you know, because I wanted to see what the other choices were, and then it just kind of got to the point where like I didn't really feel the need to play this game anymore because I already knew all the choices. I already knew what would happen. So and that's kind of like the issue with these kinds of games. It's like once you play them enough where you've seen all the other choices, you really have no reason to go back to it. So I actually haven't played this game since I was 16. And just for reference, I was 16 10 years ago. So it's been like 10 years since I last played this game in its entirety. So you know, and that was kind of deliberate, because I remember when I started the channel like years ago, I knew I wanted to play this game, but I knew I didn't want to do it right away because I kind of wanted to forget some of the choices a bit, so that way when I eventually came back to play this game again, you know, I know it's not gonna be like the first time I ever played it, because the first time you play a game, you know, no matter what happens, like you're just never really gonna experience it again because it's brand new. So same thing here, like it's been a while, but it will never be my first time. Like I know what happens in the story. I know I may not remember everything, but I have the general gist of it. And like I said, there's like a huge mystery that surrounds this game. Like I already know what the mystery is, so it's not really gonna hit me the same anymore. But that doesn't mean I don't like playing this game. So honestly, yeah, like I think for like the past 2 or 3 years I've been wanting to play this game on the channel, but something always comes up. Like I'm always busy like around this time of the year, whether it be school or work, or maybe I know like for like the past few years I was working on the Sonic thing, and like I really just wanted to get that done, so I put this game on hold just to try to finish up the Sonic marathon. But now that that's done, summer's over, and I kind of have some free time on my hands, kinda, because Cross Worlds is supposed to be coming out soon, and I know I promised you guys I would play that, but I want to play this first, and then I'll get to Cross Worlds, so we'll get to that. We'll get to it eventually. No worry. Don't worry. I won't keep you guys waiting too long on that. But I guess let's just go ahead and get started. I know I'm kind of yapping too long. Like I said, this game has a lot of cutscenes. It's very story heavy, so I figured I'd just kind of like say what I have to say now and then just kind of let the rest of the game play out. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I just realized.
You didn't tell me how.
I just realized I forgot. I forgot like I had started this game like a while ago. I think just to kind of test it. So let's go ahead. Alright, yeah. Episode 1 Nightmare. And heads up guys, I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time. So I got sick like about a month ago, and ever since then like I've been coughing repeatedly. Like it started out as a cold, but I recovered quickly, and now I've been stuck with this cough for about a month. It's kind of driving me crazy. I've seen a doctor about it, but I don't know. They've been giving me medicine, trying to see if it works, but still dealing with it. So I'm just letting you guys know because you will hear me like cough somewhat frequently while I'm playing this. I will turn off my mic for the cutscenes for sure, because I don't want to edit this, and I know I'm gonna cough. So like if you guys will hear like the mic turn on and off and whatnot. I know you guys heard that in the other videos, but like recently I decided like I would just kind of like cut the audio out instead, so you don't hear like the mic turn on and turn off. But I'm gonna do it for this because I think it's just, I know I'm gonna be coughing a lot during the cutscene, so whatever.
Where am I? What's happening? I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
Alright, so right away we get a chance to move. Middle of a storm, crazy storm. Gotta make our way to the lighthouse. Yep, a lot is going on already. Damn, look at that. It's a huge cyclone.
Holy shit. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. but he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow, from color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and
I didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture...
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
Capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence. She had a brilliant eye.
I should take a pic. Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer...
I can't believe I still have this pencil case. I should upgrade to the 21st century.
He captured the
But
essence of
I like it
post-war
old
beat
school.
America. And there was honesty about the economic
I
conditions
can't
of the
believe I
era.
still have this pencil
beauty in the
case.
struggle.
I should...
You don't have
I can't
beauty
believe I
without
still
it.
have this pencil
Which
case. I
explains
should
why
upgrade to
Frank
the
was Kerouac's
21st century.
photographic muse.
But
And both
I
were the
like it
great
old school.
chroniclers of the 1950s. Well,
I haven't kept up with my
we've
journal
all
as much as I
seen
should.
that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony. And
My
if you
little
haven't,
camera bag is
shame,
battered,
shame.
but still kicking.
Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig? Now,
I do
contrast
love my
Frank's stark
analog camera.
Americana with Salvador Dali's
I should
surrealist
take a quick
photographs.
picture now.
Like Cocteau, he was a true Renaissance man. And his famous self-portraits are famous early examples of that truly awful word you... Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Yeah, so either, yeah, I guess I just don't know. I guess I'm an idiot.
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Alright, so clearly we met like the class bitch.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
Let's see here. So I know you guys saw me struggling with the mouse because I was just confused as what am I supposed to do?
Even her school books are gift wrapped.
Just cause like
I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old? And people laughed.
Yeah, so because I've only played this on console, and on console you just press a button. So this is a little weird. It was a little weird for me, but now I know.
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything.
Typical rich girl.
I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
Let's see. Damn. $5,300. Oh man. Well, before we talk to Kate, let's check out this computer.
Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
That is pretty cool. I use something similar for my thumbnails, even though they're not as art. You know, what I do for my thumbnails is just very basic stuff.
Kate looks so sad and quiet today. Poor thing.
Yeah, she does look kind of sad. Let's see what's up.
Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
I hear that. Wanna go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
That's it.
Kate looks so sad and quiet today. Poor thing.
Let's talk later, Max.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Now I wish I wouldn't have read this. Purge.
Dear Kate, we love your porn video. XOXO Blackwell Academy. Oh, okay. I guess that explains why she's feeling that way. Yeah, so in this game, there's like collectible photos you can get. See? So these are all like photos that you could get on the way. Some of them are a little some of them are a little hard to get just because you kind of have to go out your way to get them. But let's see if I can try to get as many as I can. So we got journal entries here, which I will read because they do provide a lot of context to the story. So might as well just knock them out of the way now, and that way we don't have to read, like I don't have to spend like a whole video just reading these. So here we go. July 10th 2013. Man, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I really feel kind of old now. I got accepted into Blackwell Academy. If words could dance, this would be a rave. Even though I've never been to one, but who cares because I got into Blackwell Academy. I didn't think I would be so excited since it's not like I didn't used to live in the same town. But when I saw the text from the Blackwell Scholarship Office, I could literally feel my pulse speed up. I thought it was going to say, sorry, thanks for playing. It took me a few seconds before I read the whole thing. I guess I wanted to enjoy that last moment of blissful ignorance. And when I saw the first word, congratulations, I think I screamed. My mom cried and my dad laughed. They're so weird, but they're happy, and this means extra financial support because they don't have to pay anything to Blackwell. This means new clothes, and if I can work it, a new laptop. Oh, and I have to keep telling myself in caps that I am going to Blackwell Academy. Wait, when was that? July. Oh, damn. Okay. August 18th, 2013. So this is it. I'm leaving Seattle to go back to Arcadia Bay. Usually people go to the high school closest to home. I suppose I am too. It's just I haven't lived there for 5 years. Out of all the best photography programs in the world, I chose to go to the smallest. Back in the town, I was excited about leaving. Maybe I wanted to come back all along just to see if Chloe and I are still even friends. But I do wish Chloe could have moved with us to Seattle. That city was made for her. When we would play pirates in our rooms and in the woods, it seemed like Seattle was that fabled faraway island of treasure and adventure that we were always seeking, with coffee shops. But Seattle wasn't like a fable. Au contraire, now Blackwell Academy seems more more exotic to me than any other place in the world. To study photography under Mark Jefferson. Sigh. Insert hearts and flowers. Plus, there will be cool, diverse students from everywhere. It won't be like my high school now. I never really found a groove with my classmates. Or boys. I'm lucky I have a couple great friends here, but it's time to ship out. So maybe Arcadia Bay will actually turn out to be the island of treasure and adventure I've been looking for. August 25th, 2013. Shit is crazy here. I didn't realize how much crap I had to pack until I had to pack all my crap. Damn, that was kind of a tongue twister. Mom and Dad are getting a little too excited. I'm clearing out my room. Though I caught Mom crying when she was packing my shirts. That made me want to cry like a little girl. And never leave Seattle. So instead of packing, I feel like burning all my clothes, then just raiding a thrift store to build up a new Max wardrobe over my junior year. Not that I even have an old Max wardrobe. Nobody will know me except for Chloe, and who knows how different we are now. So I can cut my hair, get a tat, and some piercings. Maybe date a cute foreign exchange artiste from Paris or Rome. I can do anything, unless I get busted. And there will be so many super cool chances for my photography to get exposed. Thinking about that is when I get scared, but excited. And then I don't feel like crying at all. I get tingles down my arms, sensing the universe opening up for me. I can't wait to leave. I just want things to be different at Blackwell. Alright, September 2nd, 2013, 12:07 a.m. Damn, down to the hour and minute for that one. My first entry from my new dorm my first entry from my new dorm room the night before my first day at Blackwell. Ooh, phew. I haven't had any time to write or even take pictures since I got here. My shit is in boxes all over the room, which is small but mine, and I never want to leave. I can't wait to decorate. I plan a whole wall of photos. I did meet some of my dorm mates, though I suck at remembering names, so I won't bother right now. But I think I can already see who's going to be cool to me and who's not. It's a bitch trying to get settled into a new school and social scene after I finally found good friends in Seattle. Alright, you know, I gotta say, so that's the reason why me personally, like, luckily I never had to move when I was when I was younger, because I know that happens to a lot of kids. And I will say there were a couple instances like in my adolescence where like it was likely that, or there was a possibility that I could have moved, but I really always try to convince my parents not to do it. And I'm glad it worked out, because I don't know how people do it, you know, when they meet friends and when they have friends and they kind of have a life where they grew up or whatever, and then they're forced to move and kind of like start over. I mean, you know, it worked for some people like it. I really hate starting over, so yeah, like, yeah, I mean, I can understand Max there to some extent. But I'm here now, and this is the start of my new life. Sweet dreams. September 3rd, 2013. Blackwell sucks ass. I told myself not to whine so soon, but damn. The day started like Christmas morning. I barely had any dreams because I was so pumped to start my first official day of my new life. Like a dork, I couldn't figure out what to wear, so I chose what was on the floor. I'm no good with names and faces right away, but I picked up some names like Kate, Brooke, Taylor, Alyssa, and how could I forget Victoria Chase? Rich, stylish, entitled. I could feel instant judgment when she looked at my raggedy ass clothes. As if I'm at Blackwell to strike fashion poses. Maybe I'm being extra crispy sensitive, but I think Victoria wants life here to be like her own reality show. Ugh. Alright guys, we're halfway through. So that wasn't fun. So that wasn't fun, along with my general social unease. I thought it would be easier being back. Call the call the ambulance. I don't want this day to end all. Woe is Max. It was incredible to walk across the green campus in the morning mist. I love the stone steps and brick walls of Blackwell. Everything is a picture waiting to be taken. Speaking of, at least one great thing did happen today. Mr. Jefferson's photography class. Sigh. There's more to tell, but journal, forgive me. I'm truly wiped out. September 4th. I have an ass load of homework already. So much bullshit. At least give us noobs a day to acclimate. But to prove I'm not a total loser, I made a new friend in my science class. His name is Warren Graham, and he's a serious geek. Plus he's a dark... wait, what? Plus he's dark and witty. Okay, I'm sorry. I misread that for a moment. He comes across as kind of a know-it-all, but it turns out he does kind of know a lot. We talked about photographers, and he actually named a few I'd never heard of. We traded numbers, and he'll be a good study partner or a good friend. I'll need at least one based on the click action here. I thought being 18 meant I didn't have to deal with this teenage drama anymore. I thought. At least I get to research famous photographers for some of my homework. Mr. Jefferson assigned us a ton of reading, but this is exactly what I want to study. Jefferson is super cool and super chill. He doesn't try to be too hip, just says what he thinks and expects us to as well. I think he's a genius. OMG, I want to marry him. Just joking, this one class is worth all the social dysfunction. September 15th. Homework is kicking my ass. I bet the teachers grade harder just to stop you from feeling special. But Victoria Chase and her snob minions still front like they're honored guests of Blackwell. The bros here aren't that different. Nathan Prescott is Victoria's male clone with way more money and attitude, if that's possible. His family is the oldest in Arcadia Bay, and I heard stories about them when I was a kid. The Prescotts give a shitload of money to give a shitload of bank to Blackwell, so Nathan acts like he literally owns the school. Yesterday during class, he put his feet on the desk, started texting, and the teacher didn't say jack. Damn, that's crazy. I'd get suspended. But him and Victoria are part of this silly elite vortex club that puts on popular parties and slowly get their way. It's good to be the king and queen. I don't want to slam everybody. I do like Kate Marsh. She's down the hall and in one of my classes. She's so pretty and sweet and friendly. It makes her more beautiful than the biatches here like Victoria who think beauty is just your face and outfit. See? I'm already playing their drama games. No more. September 23rd. Finally had a chance to take some actual shots around campus today. A perfect blue sky day. I always forget how great I feel after I take pictures when I've been slacking off. Speaking of pictures, Mr. Jefferson told us about the National Everyday Heroes photo contest. He wants us all to enter. The winner gets a trip to San Francisco and lots of publicity. Publicity. He wants just one photograph from each student. This is exactly why I wanted to come to Blackwell, and of course I'm scared shitless to enter. At least I have a couple of weeks before the deadline in October, so I have plenty of time to stress and procrastinate. Sigh. You know, I keep saying sigh. I mean, I could just sigh, but I don't know. I kind of don't feel like sighing. September 30th. I don't know whether I love it or I hate it here. I'm trying to keep up with my science class of all things. Like I give a shit or even understand it. Good thing I know Warren. Too bad I can't clone him to take my place in class. Miss Grant is much cooler than the class. She explains particle physics so even boneheads like me can kind of understand. I love how she relates society to science and vice versa. I can tell she's committed and passionate about life, unlike some of us in her class, but I'm trying to engage more, even if it means asking actual questions in class instead of hiding in the back. I'm just glad I'm not the only social misfit here. Now, how much homework are you avoiding? October 1st. October, my favorite month, the best weather of the year. I love watching the leaves change color, turning into tiny flames, but it's still too damn hot. Thanks, global warming. and I can't bust out the big coats and sweaters or scary movies yet. Soon. Kate let me borrow The October Country by Ray Bradbury. So that's a real thing, right? I've never heard of The October Country. I don't even know if it's a book or a movie. I haven't read much by him. Okay, so I guess it's a book. Is that a real book, guys? I would look it up right now, but I'm too lazy. I haven't read much by him, which caused Warren to almost revoke my geek cred before I held up my copy of Battle Royale. Okay, so that I know. But he nails the autumn atmosphere of small towns. The last time I wore a Halloween costume was with Chloe. I have pictures in one of my old albums. I should find a real Halloween party to crash so I can experience some social mingling. It's that or a Vortex Club Stroke Fest swimming party. Or is that Backstroke Fest? You're so punny, Max. At least I'm trying to climb out of my cocoon. I shouldn't expect my life to completely change over a few weeks of Blackwell Academy. As my parents love telling me on a loop, you have all the time in the world. Alright, so there we go. I'm done reading for now. I know that was a lot, but it really helps you understand the world of this game. You know, like we learn more about Victoria Chase, that, you know, she's your typical like rich, pretty, superficial, snobby girl. But we also find out that there's a guy just like her. We learn that you know, Max really likes Kate Marsh over there as a friend, that she's pretty nice. We learned about another friend of hers, Warren, which we haven't seen yet.
Even in pictures, the forest around here always looks mysterious.
So, yeah.
You can never escape the lighthouse
Which,
here.
you know, I gotta say too, like, I feel like the developers did a decent job of writing these journal entries like if they were written by a teenage girl. Because as I was reading that, I did feel like what I was reading would be something that I would actually, like, I can actually imagine a teenage girl writing. Anyways, let's check out this TV.
Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV for a class monitor. Can't... Here's the poster for the contest. Mr. Jefferson really expects me to enter. Why? I don't know if I'm ready for my 15 minutes of infamy.
I see you, Max Caufield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
No, I guess I can't leave.
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Do I have to?
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
This is ridiculous. I always get so shy and nervous around Mr. Jefferson. Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
Yeah, I've had that feeling too.
You can never escape the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, I
here.
already saw this, huh? Alright, well, we talked to him already, so let's get out of here.
We played hide and seek in waterfalls.